Today I'm going to declare my freedom. Hello everybody, this is Joanna from Shining Mama. Today I'm going to declare the freedom and independence and the day of me-ness. As you may know, I am part of a 30 days video challenge, and the challenge is to post a video every day.
Ik mag gaatjes in het papier.
Oeh! Mag maar niet meer, alsjeblieft.
Sorry.
Okay. So it was interesting that I discovered a few things since this challenge is going on, and I was also working for. My son wants the door closed because there are a lot of flies and bees and unknown flying objects coming in the house, and he doesn't like that. I also had my own challenge called Challenge in April, and I also posted something every day, but because it was more about you than about me, there weren't so many issues coming up. Right now, because I posted a video about me every day and about what I do, there are a few things that I noticed, so this video is about that. For years and years and years and years, almost all my life, until my son was born, actually, I didn't really love me. I didn't know what it was to love me. I also didn't know how to protect myself and didn't want to. So I didn't have any borders. Everybody was just walking all over me. And I didn't mind until I minded, until I realized that it's not going to work on a long term, and especially not when I have another human being to take care of. As you may know, I am a single mother, and I was a single mother since I was 7 months pregnant. And while being a single mother is tough, I also learned so many things about myself and about the world in the meantime that I wanted to share it with the world. I have discovered a lot of methods to be efficient, and also to attachment parenting, to keep my son happy and safe and peaceful and loving, and to love him, and in the same time to allow his growth to be maximum every day. I want him to live a perfect life, not in the way that I would protect him from everything, but in the way that he is empowered every day, every moment. And that cannot be when you have a mother that's not empowered in every moment. So that was the first discovery, and also the first challenge: how to empower myself, how to learn to give my borders in due time, to show where I am and where I stand, and to never ever go out of my way to please somebody if it's not in my own interest and empowerment. Also, something else that happened in these last 4 years was that I discovered that all my life before my son, I was trying to put myself in a corner, to be contained, to be predictable, to be able to say the same thing every day. So I was an architect for 17 years. I really loved making architecture, but at one point it was too much of not liking it. I worked in the corporate world, as they call it, at internationally known offices. I had much money, very much money. I had a wonderful home and wonderful colleagues, but something in me wanted something different, something more actually. Something in me wanted to work with Mama Earth and not against her. I wanted to work with natural materials and for people, to make architecture for people, not the way I think it's beautiful, but the way people can live and be happy in their home. I don't know if that makes sense. So I left the corporate world and I started working for myself.
Ik wil met klei gaan spelen samen met jou.
Is goed, lieverd. And then I discovered something else. I was so contained.
Nee, ik wil lopen doen.
I was so contained in one space and in one corner that I didn't know anymore who I was. I was seeing myself through the glasses of being an architect. And there was no place at that point for me being an artist, for me being a mother, for me being a single mother, for me being
Ga ik een rondje?
messy.
Ga ik een rondje, een plat rondje van klei?
Ja. And having my son made me realize my life is messy. If I want my son to grow up free and happy, I have to let him make his own mess, and I don't want to complain about it. And the way I can survive through it is that I make, if I want to organize a place, then I make my own place organized. My table, my working table, and then I leave the whole other space for him to make the chaos that he wants to.
Wow, kijk.
There are a lot of things that I want to say in this video, and I'm sure there's not enough time. But this is a manifest for me as a whole, for me as a totality. As an architect that works with Mama Earth, as somebody who works for people and helps people find their basic needs and happiness, as a single mother that works every moment to be empowered so that I can empower my son, as a compost lover and a green smoothie lover and nature lover and all these things that help my body stay sane and be happy and eat yummy things. I also love raw food. This is the totality of me. I was faced with this dilemma about how to write my newsletters, how to make these videos, how to address people because I don't want to address people only from one little corner like I used to do. I address you, my client and my viewer and my listener. I address you with the totality of me. So if you're going to receive a newsletter from me, it's going to be also about green smoothies, also about raw food, also about natural self-care that helps Mama Earth, also about architecture if I find something interesting, also about my art and about being an artist, and also about creativity, which is present in every second of our lives. And I'm not talking only about creativity in the way that you make art, because you can also make art in cooking and in singing and in putting the fruit beautifully together and in cutting a melon. Art is everywhere, but also creativity in the sense of what are you doing with your life. There are a lot of tools that I learned along the years. Wow! I'm going to show you what my son is doing. So I'm going to show you my messy life as it is, with my child on my lap, with my art in the background, and with the totality of me. I will see you tomorrow.